Is that what they will say? We were showing them that we also have power. Is that the meaning of being in parliament? Because you see, right now, Anodompre has vindicated Emefa Hardcastle.
The lawyer,
yes.
CEO, Petroleum
Yes, yes.
Because the accusation was recorded silly.
Yes.
Are you saying that the silliness was exhibited?
Did we not hear? Did we not hear? When you played the video, did you not hear? What did he say? What was that for? You see, what really hurt my heart was afterwards when I saw the damaged microphones and the table legs being broken and having to carry the table out. Yet yes, you can toy you. So it means you don't respect the Ghanaian investing in parliament. Do you know how much those tables cost? Do you know? So I expect, in conclusion, I expect the Speaker of Parliament to refer all of them to the Privileges Committee. And I expect the Privileges Committee to exert punishment on any of the MPs there who are found guilty. They should be suspended for a certain duration of time to show them that the fact that the people of Ghana have put you there doesn't mean you can act any way you want to act. Period.
Because, Roland, I was thinking, that is why I even left the room. I mean, we have a country, a nation that is still suffocating under the ravages of the minorities' poor economic management.
When they were in government?
When they were in government.
Okay.
As we speak, we have to do Lalasula. We have to beg for our debt to be
restructured.
To be restructured so that we don't pay what you're supposed to pay.
Lalasula.
Yes, that's what we're doing globally, all over the place.
Cap in hand begging.
And what pains me, Roland, we are talking about a country that is the largest producer of gold in Africa. 6th in the world. We have 195 countries in the world. Our country, Ghana, is the 6th largest producer of gold in the world. 2nd largest producer of cocoa in the world. 5th largest producer of manganese in the world. 11th largest producer of bauxite in the world. Talk about salt. We are 2nd after Senegal in Africa. I mean, you have a country like this, and a country that has become so poor. Look at the paradox of our situation. A country so rich, yet so poor. And we elect people to go and discuss issues that would ensure the forward march of our nation towards economic prosperity. And this is what they give us in return. People that we employ, by voting for them to represent, we employ them. We pay them with our taxpayers' money. Then they go and do this despicable, unconscionable behavior.
Despicable?
Yes.
Unconscionable?
Yes. I mean, why? I mean, and I was asking myself, what was Afenyomakin trying to achieve? What was his motivation? Ghanaians have rejected you. The same issues on which Ghanaians rejected you. You've gone to resurrect all those issues again, as if you're going to court sympathy with Ghanaians. Ghanaians are not ready to sympathize with MPP at this stage because we are still suffering from the effect of their misgovernance and mismanagement of the economy.
No honeymoon for them.
No, so I was, I mean, I think it's a friend. If I were in Ogasco, it was my juniors in Ogasas. If I let me put it on record, I was one of the few people who, if I inspired him in politics. And he would testify to that. And I was so disappointed. I mean, what was he trying to achieve? And I don't blame him. Why should you have a system? And I've been questioning the kind of wisdom that went into the decision to give a blank check to a ranking member, that he can ask unlimited questions. I mean, what kind of...
Perhaps it's because the chair of the committee, Bernard Ahiafo, who is also a deputy speaker, according to what the criticism is, has been very weak and feeble.
Yeah, but no. Why do you?
Because
he said, Bernard said that there is they have a rule to follow, and according to the rule, the ranking member should be given unlimited time or unlimited questions. I mean, does it make sense at all? Does it make sense? So if he decides that he's going to ask 1,000 questions, you should be allowed to ask 1,000 questions. The same person, somebody, Greater Accra regional minister came, no question.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. And what kind of nation are we building? And what kind of democracy are we building? And the danger is that some of these things, if you don't nip them in the bud, and they continue to, rear their ugly heads like the way it has started. Look at their numbers. And let me send this word of caution to the NDC. Ghanaians have handed to you unprecedented mandates with astounding majority. Never in the history of this country. If they don't make good use of it, Ghanaians are watching. Next time, if you don't use what you've been given.
You mean they are not living up to the billing?
Oh yes, Ghanaians expect them to exert or exhibit that
power they've been given.
So if you sit down for some of these things to happen, next time Ghanaians will question whether they will have to give you that kind of mandate again. For me, they should let the NPP people feel that they are minority. In fact, they are whether they are micro minority or they are infinitesimally macro minority. They have to make you feel like that. That is what Ghanaians voted for. So they will have to be made to feel like that in Parliament. If it becomes possible, they have to do without them. They should do without them. They were given 8 years. Look at some of the questions they were asking were very annoying. As if they have never governed this country before. Just few months ago, you were the ones
like
governing.
Which questions?
I mean about development. What will you do to make this better? What will you do to make this better? As if when they had 8 years, they never thought of making anything better. I mean, they should give us a break. MPP must give us a break. It is getting too much. Now, I'm beginning to think that in MPP now there's no leadership. Because if there's really leadership in MPP, he'll be called to order and he will be asked to do the right thing. What he's doing is rather annoying people.
Because they have a chair, they have various... they have a party secretary. They also have various
but obviously,
people in leadership positions.
Obviously, they are not.
You take a look at that. The criticism against the leadership of the NDC in Parliament, foremostly, what's the middle ground? Trying to accommodate some of these excessive impositions, and then leading to distraction of tables in Parliament. Exchange of words, provocative words, etc., and then saying that that's part of the vetting process at this point in time. Is that what trying to find the best material as they are nominated by the president to fill ministries?
I'm trying to. Good morning to our
good morning. Your own commentary so far.
I'm trying to place your question in a certain context. That the president would have to pick people from, according to the law, from Parliament. And in picking them, he needs to know their character, right? And if this is the character they are showing, is it right for the president to pick people like that? Is that where you're heading for? Is that what you mean?
I'm asking if that should be the way.
Well, what does the Constitution say? It's the Constitution that determines where the president should pick his appointees from. But let me add something to what my brother said on the salt. Yes, Ghana is behind Senegal, but the crystals that Ghana has is much better than the crystals than Senegal. So we have a much better price for our salt than Senegal does.
Both domestic and industrial
salt. Now, gross disrespect. First point of call, the parliamentarians have not respected Ghanaians.
One side or both sides?
Both sides. The parliamentarians are not there because they are handsome, because they are beautiful, because they have brains in their head, because they don't have brains in their head. They are there because of the people of Ghana to serve. And it looks as if they haven't learned from the debacle of 2020. That is the most painful part of all. And it looks as if it is a place of entitlement. We've been voted for, so it is our entitlement to do whatever we want to do. It is wrong. Very wrong. It's gross indiscipline. It's ludicrous. It's disrespectful, absurd, and preposterous for them to act the way they were acting yesterday, unfortunately. Even to the point of fisticuffs. They are the ones who were asking the nominees their profession, didn't they? And you got this degree in this, you got this degree in that. Most of the parliamentarians there, do they not have degrees? Are most of them not lawyers? That, at a point when the time was going, because you see, one thing they should remember is that they are vetting people where Ghanaian public too is watching. So the time duration should be structured. I stayed in the office till 11 yesterday just watching because I didn't want to miss anything, especially when I knew it would be a discussion for this morning. People have to sleep and wake. There has to be a time limit on it. And why do they keep putting more people in to be vetted? They were supposed to vet 3.
No, yesterday, Samukujetu was supposed to have been added. I think it's the long hours.
No, they added. Originally, it was 3 people. Then they added. They added that, I think, 5 or 6 people. And the time was going. Why? Was there a particular reason? Had the president put some challenge on them to finish the vetting quickly? Was that what it was? Why would they vet people for so long a period? Because look, human beings, after a while, you lose concentration. After a while, your body faculties go into a certain kind of way. You are not as fresh morning when you get to night. That's why we go to sleep, isn't it? For the body to rejuvenate itself. Why did it go for so long? But I would have thought